everyone, my name is Keely. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm going to talk about all the books that I want to read in the month of May. Now let me just say it is currently storming outside. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch, so if you hear some rain or thunder, that's what's happening. But I have a pretty ambitious May TBR. I have two goals for this month, and that is to read more of my physical TBR and to read some series, like either sequels or complete some series. Any progress I can make in a series, that'll be great. This year, one of my overall goals is to read more of my physical TBR, and I want 50% of my 2023 reads to be off of my shelves, but I am severely lacking in that right now, so this month I need most of my books to be from the shelves that I own and the books that I already have. But a lot of the books I'm planning for May are quite big, so we'll see if I can complete this ambitious TBR or not. But let's just get started with the first video I have planned for May is an Emily Henry vlog. I have never read Emily Henry, especially like her adult romance that she's become really popular for, so I am planning to read all of her adult romance books in a video. So for that I have Beach Read and People We Meet on Vacation, and I currently have Book Lovers on the way to me, and then Happy Place comes out at the end of April, so I will also be ordering that one. So I have 4 books to read for that. Each book has a different trope, and I'm not exactly sure which trope goes with what book. I'm gonna kind of go in blind, but if I had to guess, just based on vibes alone, I feel like People We Meet on Vacation is gonna be my favorite, which I feel like a lot of people love Beach Read more, but we'll see. Let me know your favorite Emily Henry book. I'm excited to read her. I just feel like I'm really gonna love her. Next, my Stephen King book for the month of May is Firestarter, and this is one of the chunkier ones. This is like 560 something pages, but this is the next one I need to read in publication order. Once again, I don't know anything about this, but I know there are movies from this, and a remake recently happened, and it has Zac Efron in it, but I haven't watched it, and I really don't know anything about it. It's just next on my list. Next is a series completion, kind of, and that is The Last Ever After, which is book 3 in The School from Good and Evil by Saman Chinani. So this is kind of the last book. There are, I believe, 6 books in this series, but this is the 3rd book because there was an original trilogy and then there's kind of a spin-off trilogy. So it depends on how you look at it. For me, I'm looking at them as 2 separate trilogies. So this will complete the first trilogy. How many times can I say that? But this book is over 650 pages. So another chunker, but it is middle grade, so these books typically read pretty fast for me. If you don't know, we follow 2 girls, Sophie and Agatha, and they grew up hearing about this legend of the School for Good and Evil, and they know exactly what school they would go to if they ever get kidnapped in the middle of the night and taken to the school. So of course that happens. They get taken to the school, but they are placed in the opposite school than they think they are going to be in. And it's a fairy tale story. We have all the beloved heroes and villains' children in these schools, and I just really loved the first one. The second one was a little bit of a disappointment for me, so I'm really hoping this 3rd one can bring it home. This next book is coming in at 980 pages, and yes, I am finally gonna tackle this beast, and that is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. This is the final book in the Throne of Glass series, and I am planning on vlogging my entire experience reading this. I am so ready to be done. Let me just catch you up real quick on my feelings. I loved the first 2 books, and then once Rowan is introduced in Heir of Fire, I hate it. And the recent books, Empire of Storms, was like my least favorite book of last year, so I am now like hating this series. So this is almost a hate read for me, but it's also a big accomplishment because I have been reading this series for like a decade now, and so I just really need to finish it so I can finally check it off my list. But yes, this is a big one, and I am anticipating not having a good time, but honestly, sometimes hate reading can be fun too, and I am just really excited to vlog about it because I think my reactions are going to be hilarious and very different than most people who read this. Next is another contemporary book, and this is a sequel, and that is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. This is the sequel, prequel type thing to It Ends With Us. I'm not quite sure if it's a sequel or a prequel, but I really enjoyed It Ends With Us, and I pre-ordered this one, and I still haven't gotten to it, and I know it's going to be a quick read, which will be good when I need to like break up these chunky books. Next we have Two Dark Reigns by Kendara Blake. This is book 3 in the Three Dark Crowns series. So this has 4 books in the series. This is the 3rd book, so I am almost done, and I really do enjoy it. So this is a young adult fantasy series, and we follow triplets. Now these 3 sisters actually grew up in different parts of the kingdom because when they turn 16, they have to come together and fight to the death because there can only be one queen. The interesting thing about the series is each kingdom has a different specialty in magic. So we have poisoners, we have people who can control the weather, and we have naturalists, the people who control nature but also have animal familiars, as well as several other different magics. I absolutely love the magic system in this world, and I can't wait to continue. And the last book I have on this TBR is another 3rd book in the series, and that is Escaping from Houdini by Carrie Maniscalco. Like I said, this is the 3rd book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. We follow Audrey Rose and Thomas Cresswell. It is the 1800s, and each book, I believe, takes place in a different location where they are trying to solve murders and crimes. I believe this one takes place on a boat, which will be an interesting location. The 2nd book in the series was one of my favorite books of last year. So if I finish this one, then maybe I'll continue with the 4th one and I can just finish the series out because I really do enjoy it. So those are the books that I have planned for May. Of course, some things randomly get thrown in there. It also depends on if I get library holds. Even though I'm trying to stick to physical books only this month, I know some library holds are going to get me. But let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Go ahead and leave like the card emoji because Escaping from Houdini. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, all my social media links will be down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye!